So you're such a good storyteller, John.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter how this ends.
I tell a story about how I punched a 6-year-old as hard as I could by accident. I was the one like male babysitter like my age, and I feel like I had a good calm demeanor with kids, and it was like 3 boys, and they liked me and the parents liked me. There was one time I was babysitting just the youngest, and he was, you guessed it, 6 years old. They had just gotten like a really large trampoline. They just purchased it, and it was this big exciting thing. It's like, oh, we got this big trampoline, and he wanted to go jump on it. Okay, cool, I'll supervise. So we go out into the backyard. I'm like, oh, this is pretty nice trampoline. Gets in, starts jumping. You know, it's got like the screen and everything around it too. And then the kid's like, oh, come on in, like come into the trampoline. I'm like, no, I couldn't. And it's jumping a little bit longer. I'm like, that does kind of look fun. So I'm like, whatever. So I crawl in, and he's jumping, and I'm jumping. We're having a great time. And then I start like, I don't know, I kind of get lost in the moment. I'm a teenager, and this kid's like 6, and I'd already hit my growth spurt. So I'm like, I am the height I am now. I'm about the size I am now that I was back then. And so I was jumping pretty high, and I was at the height of my jump, the peak. And this kid I was in charge of was just starting to bounce up, and my arm was in the air, and I started coming down, and like I accidentally clocked this kid right in the face, like as hard as I could, and as hard as science could too. It's like, and the kid was bleeding and crying, and I'm like, oh, my life is ruined. So I grab the kid and I pull him inside the house, and he's just like, his teeth are bleeding and he's crying, and like the one thing he keeps screaming is like, my teeth are wiggling. I'm trying to calm him down. Meanwhile, I'm like spiraling. I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail. I'm going to kid jail. I managed to calm down, and the parents came home. I had to break the news, but that whole like space of time, like from calming the kid down, putting the kid to bed, to them coming home, was just like, oh, how am I going to tell them that I did this? I did this to your son. I'm so sorry.
Doesn't matter how this ends.